Trying to see if we got any service. Good morning. You guys got a hard time hearing me because it is raining like pouring. Oh my God, it's raining. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to stick them in here to see what it was going to fit like. I didn't know it was going to start raining so hard. But they got to get used to being in here with the sound. I'm just curious to see what all the water is going to do now. I've been trying to make sure the grading was better so the water would run around, but it may run through there a little bit. Triple clutch. Triple clutch. Thank you. What y'all think? I think there's gonna be more than enough room in here when I split this in the middle so Redford can come in here. Um, you guys gonna give me just a second. I've got a I did not shut this gate over here very well. Looks good. I get used to it. I can't believe it started pouring this hard right when I was letting them in. I am soaked down to my socks. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, it's gonna be noisy in here, but I'm actually shocked. You see how dry Roxanne is? She made it before the rain. Rufus is really super paranoid in there. He went nuts. I recorded it. Um, I was trying to wedge the Ranger up against that gate just in case. It's not real heavy duty. The sound's all muffled out because the rain's too loud. Perfect timing, though. Rufus just got in here when it started raining. Look at him. They all love it. Howdy, neighbor. Ruth has been in here. She ran back out. We're all trying to kind of get their feel for it, see what it's going to be like. Let me throw a little more feet in here. Keep them calm during this. Maybe. We're just hang on a second. Let me tell some more. We're good. Thank God. We're good. Whoa. I didn't put in the heaviest gates. I put in somewhat lighter gates, partially because I know it was easier to build with lighter gates, and then I'll go back as I can afford the heavier ones as they get torn up. But the lighter ones are a lot easier to measure and get set right, and then the new full gates will be heavier. Rufus, back here, bub. Sorry, I'm like panicking a little bit. Make sure everybody stays calm. Rufus could turn into a tornado in here. And once he tears that gate off, he'll be out. He hadn't been out in about a year. So the second he sets foot out of uncharted territory, he goes nuts. I gotta get their feed troughs put in here. Everything was nice and cool and quiet until rain hit, and then everybody started panicking a little bit. I'm not used to the sound of that rain on the metal. But I got a good recording of Rufus. He was the first one in here. Ah, dang, it's gonna rain. I got some feed over here. I still got material. I was so excited. I had to let them in there. I had to. I've still got scrap material, but I ain't got no nails and nothing. There's no nails, knee boards. Made sure of that. But I got too excited this morning and opened the gate. Woo! It is raining like pouring piss out of a boot. Rufus thought I was trying to catch him, and he went nuts right off the bat. But I'm hoping as everybody gets full, they calm down. I was hoping to get a little bit slower rain so I could make sure my water was going to go the right directions. This is way safer up here. This is way more good. Look at that big old bastard. I'll tell you what, till I got him when he come through that gate over there and he was towering over my fence, it hit me. Like sometimes I need a reality check too on his size. I know he may not look as big standing right there, or maybe he does. I don't know, but woo, when he came through that gate and I see my little bitty gate in front of him, I thought, well, and he had a real crazy look in his face, like the real crazy. There's like a couple different looks, but one of them is real crazy, and he had it, and he was feeling really spunky because it was cool. I was going to go live, but I thought y'all might see somebody get hurt or something, and I didn't know what that would do to my account, so I just recorded it. It ended up going okay. I know if you start comparing him to everybody else, um, Rufus, you got flies in them damn flies went to your belly. Where's my bottle of fly spray? I don't know, but right now, I can assure you is not a good time to mess with Rufus. I'm not sure there is a real good time for it, but right now it's not definitely not it. Where did I do with my rag? Good morning, Nikki. I literally got them in here right as it started pouring down rain. And Rufus had me trotting. You can still see the mud on his back. He was slinging mud so far in the air. The second I cut the bottom wire on the fence, I put a temporary fence around my corral, keep them back while we were working, so nobody had to worry about dying. Well, as soon as I cut the bottom wire on it, he come out of nowhere like he was watching. He come flying up through there, and I barely got the bottom wire cut. And what I was doing was, I don't know if y'all can see, but right there, I had to stretch I had that fence going from down there across. I had to stretch it back to that wooden fence. So right when I cut the bottom one, he knew he couldn't trip anymore. He ran me out of there. Luckily, I put all these rails on here so you can climb them. It's a good thing and a bad thing with fences. Yes, you can climb them, but if they get you cornered in there, um, I've got that bottom one a little bit close to the ground, but if they can corner you. Bulls get smart, and when if they get you cornered against something that doesn't give anymore, you're not in too bad a shape out in the opener, but in here, look, Amanda brought me a Bluetooth speaker, and I got some solar lights and shit to put up here. Um, Roxanne is going to be the ruler of the roost in here. It looks like my water's doing pretty good going down that back. This backside here, there's going to be a slab in here, so this can come up, but it looks like it's going pretty good. This backside was what I was more worried about. Nobody gives a shit, but I need to cut that down a little bit more on that end. It looks like it all ran off, though. Good. I'm still filling this up in here so that I can backfill it so we can get concrete. I wasn't gonna do concrete, then I was gonna do concrete, then I was gonna do half concrete. Now I'm gonna do the whole thing. How's the service in here? Can y'all hear me all right? It doesn't show I have a ton of service. I was wondering about this metal building. Oh man, nervous wreck. I'm trying to give him. I'll just give him 125 pounds because the fatter or the more full you get Rufus, the safer he is. Look at this. Look at the steam coming off of him. I don't know if y'all can see it. Rufus, I'll spray your belly in a second, bub. Where did I do with that last spray? See, he's checking it out now. He's making sure he's not trapped. See, you're not trapped. You just have to go back around. Fuck anything up. You're gonna go back to your left. First pile of shit. I was wondering who would christen it. That a girl, Roxanne. That a girl. I made this whole lane right here so I can drag it. It's all slopes that way, and I can drag it all out with my box blade. This part right here, I know everybody's about sick of me running around here, but this concrete come here and turn and come down behind these posts, and then I can be able to bump into that with my blade and clean it out good in there. Anyways, I'll quit talking about shit like that. And where is Ralph? Well, Ralph, Redford, and Rosie are right over there, and they're gonna have to come down this lane right here. And this fence right here, this kind of fence right here, that's where all this material is going. This whole bundle's here. Go right up that lane right there. And then that'll put them where they can come over here. There'll be a gate right here that runs right to that post. And then that'll put these guys over here and then Redford and the rest will go right over here. So we'll have Redford, Rosie, and Ralph are gonna have to make the track across there. I'm gonna put them in a little run in barn down there, but I don't know if y'all can see it or not. They're right there. Just where they're at. I'm gonna put them a gate right there. Have them come this way. It's just a whole lot of fence. I'm probably gonna just do a hot wire on that upper side for now to get them over here because they're pretty good about a hot wire. I just don't want them to get up there to my house because if they get through that one, it gets them into my house area. I need about, I'm not even sure how many posts that is. It's a lot. Babe, I don't know what you said. I don't think she knows I'm online. She said, "Is that cool with you?" I'm not sure what that meant. I'm sure 50-50 chance. So, anyways, I got ahead of myself and jumped in here and let them in this one this morning. And I really thought they were going to take their time coming in. I did record it and I'll post it, but they ran through their bucking and kicking, and Roxanne about kicked my head off. And I still got material in there and all kinds of stuff, but I was like, nope, we're gonna let's give her a shot. He ain't got back out of here yet. So should the rail need to be bigger? It's 2x6. Usually people just do 3 rails. I did 4. Um, it's 6 foot, so or 5 foot something, 5'8". Yeah, they're already. It all works out. See, the girls are getting along. You know, if it had been a few weeks ago when we first put them all together, and they were all fighting. Um, it wouldn't have been near as fun in this tight quarters. Rhonda, I think you would just live in here with me. Rhonda's going to get special treatment. I can already tell you all that. Rhonda, Roro, and Ruth will all be like my dogs. They'll be up on my house. Rufus, he is not trustworthy. Roxanne, not trustworthy. Those two right there. Yep, I'm talking about you. Not trustworthy. If they get out on that dirt road, if they get out on my driveway right there, if they get that son bitch right there, they will run, and it's a mile that way and a mile that way, and they'll run the whole son of a bitch, and they'll run the whole son of a bitch that way. And you can't get around them because the road's narrow. So you have to try to pass them to get in front of them and then park your truck sideways between the fences. So they did enjoy getting out of the rain. Well, I mean, they're enjoy eating. Rufus loves the rain. I think the babies are all back out in. Yeah, the babies went back out a long time ago. They're all standing out there in a damn mud puddle like a bunch of idiots. Look at that steam rolling off of him. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. If I quit moving. Rufus got hot before I brought him in here. Roxanne, you've had plenty to eat. Rufus thinks he's caught right now. I can tell by how he's acting. He's making sure there's holes everywhere. I'm not catching you, bub. You're not being caught. You're fine. You're okay. You okay? What do you think of your barn? See, you had to look around a second and then come back over here to eat some more. Rhonda, let them leave and then I'll give you some extra, okay? The babies are all exploring. I don't even want to spray you for flies right now, Reeve. I'm just gonna let you calm down and look around. Calm down and look around. Didn't get too. It's gonna get weird, probably, when he goes to leave, because it's kind of a maze. Carla, thank you, Carla Green. Did I miss anybody by any chance? Yes, there's no nails in there, no board nails, no nothing. He's gonna go look around now, make sure he's not caught. He says, I can't go that way. I didn't use any nails. I used all screws. And I ran a magnet over it. It doesn't mean I couldn't have missed some, but that'll be fine. Just trying to get them used to it. See, they're gonna go. Roof. You guys got too much to eat is the problem. Anytime they leave 50-pound bag of sweet feed, they got too much to eat. Now I'll go in there. If Ruby tries to run Rhonda off. Oh, she said, get you little skinny ass out of my way. See, Rhonda hold her own. Nobody messes with Roxanne. Roxanne is the ringleader. Huh, Rondalyn? Huh, baby? Thank you. Wade, thank you. Max, thank you. What's up, lazy bastards? We're in the dry today, even though everybody's dry except for me because I was trying to cut the fences so the temporary fence is back down below the corral. I was trying to cut it so they get in. Then Rufus decided to run me all over the damn place. This is so interesting. Their other barn is about maybe nothing basically. I wish I had service up there. I'll never record it because I'm embarrassed of it. But it is what it is. Thank you. Thank you. It's a lot of work drilling holes in this damn Arkansas rock pile. You don't recognize my flag? Come on now. Everybody recognizes that flag. I told Amanda to get me some cool stuff for my barn. And she got me a Bluetooth, one of them big old speakers right there. It does charge. My pickup does have 110, so I charge it for my truck sometimes, but I haven't really used it yet. And then she got me some solar lights till we get power down here. That's right. And no, it's not hung up backwards either. This is from the inside. This is from the inside looking out. So it is backwards. looking this way. But if you're standing out there looking this way, it's right. Very important to know which way to hang your flag. Where do they go from here? So they go around this end, and you see those gates there. I got the chute part blocked off. There's the chute right here. If we want to catch them and work them and give them their shots and stuff, or they just go back around this corner here and then through this gate, which is against that gate, and then through that gate, and then back out and then back down into the property. So Rowdy over there is licking my chain. Roxanne is so smart. Like you can put her in a maze and she will find her way out. See, she's the first one gonna be able to find her exit. And Rufus will watch her usually to see, although he was the first one in here. No, Roxanne was, I'm sorry. He was the first one to come into that part. And then he said, whoa, 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 whoa. What do we have here? Are you trying some bullshit on me this morning? Oh, Nikki's hearing us on. Hit the like button, she said. 1,200 people in here this morning. What is today? Saturday? Yeah, now you see him out there by Roxanne standing at a 12-foot gate. He's standing kind of crooked too. When he first walked in there, I went, we need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat. 505. Roxanne is the brains. And I can already tell who's gonna be the second one is Ruby. Over everybody else, Ruby is the next ringleader. Even over Rosie, Ruby's just doing the same thing that Roxanne used to do. Thank y'all for getting on here with me. I really do appreciate it. I've been working on this thing. Oh my God, I thought that Rowdy was about to walk out a gate. I forgot that gate's on the other side of that post. I just had a mild heart attack. So there's a gate lined up at that post. Well, thank you. I didn't have anywhere to put all that lumber. All this lumber here goes on that fence down that way. So I was like, well, they'll probably shit on it, but whatever. Would you look at that little shit bird? She went in the chute backwards and ended up in that catch bin. Of course, Roro would do that. I didn't think I need to block that off. You're trapped now. Look at her. Oh my God. It's got Rufus written all over her. She came back up the chute backwards and got in there. Oh yeah, Redbird will be over here. I'm gonna do a big deal for that. That'll be the whole family reunited, and there's gonna have to be one hell of a gate and a fence right here. Because it'll put Rufus back and then back nose to nose with no electric fence. So it's gonna be an ordeal. I'm probably gonna do a little reinforcing on that one. I don't really have any way to run electric over here unless I buy a whole new electric setup or dig it underground. We'll do something. I do want them. I have to leave this so it has a gate here. So that look, she's going back down the chute again. That's what I want them to do is get used to all of it. So nobody freaks out. Nobody thinks it's weird. Everybody just can wander around. I just don't want Rufus to go in that sumbitch backwards. He'll get in there and go, I'm caught. And then when he does that, he'll break everything. Rufus doesn't need any shots. Okay. So Rufus has had all of his shots when he got hurt his foot last year, which he's about due. Some of his boosters for tetanus and shit like that. But these guys all need their shots. for tetanus and a few other things. Easy on those gates, man. Those gates are not good gates, but they'll work for all these guys. Um, Ron, stop. They'll work for all these guys. Look at him out there. Look at that thing. It looks like a spider web in front of him. I bought those cheaper gates also because they're a lot easier to hang and get the measurements all right. And then I'll just replace them as Rufus tears them out. Kaylin? Holy crap, I didn't repeat live stream. We do live stream almost every day. Where you been? Where you been at? We're professionals now. This is day one of our barn. Although I'm soaking wet. Rowdy is thick. Look at Roro in this chute wandering around. Man, I love it. This will all be concrete that I'm standing on right here. Will be kind of up above everybody. Atta girl, raw as shit right in there. That's one thing about cows and horses. You know, cows, horses will kind of go to a spot. Cows, they don't really care. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. They're let out right now. I didn't shut any gates on them. Rufus actually went all the way back around and he's staring like a fucking psychopath between those boards at me. And he's like, yeah, right about the end of that feeds where he starts shutting gates and then I get stuck in there. I've only caught him twice his whole lifetime because he would only let me. Come on, you weirdo. He's like, right when you think you're about done eating is when he shuts a gate on you and you're trapped. They take you up to the vet, they call it. This person crams a needle into your neck and then fixes your foot. Rufus is 6 years old now. Rowdy. Well, that's his mama right there, so don't worry about him because she gonna make sure everybody. Rufus went all the way around and standing out there going, mm-mm, mm-mm. They gonna try to catch y'all's asses. Look at him. What a weirdo. Rufus standing back over there. He's already been in here and he got weirded out. I saw his look on his face. He goes, mm-mm, mm-mm. That post right there is a little over 6 foot to the top of it. We do still have Clover. She's actually going to go right back there in this pen right here. She's going to go in there. We're just going to let her wander around in there. I've got a loader. She's about 200 pounds. She's probably over 200 pounds, actually. I don't know about that, but I want to make sure that everything that happened on this place, the first thing I did, built the barn. Second thing, built the corral. Then got started on the house up there. So these guys first, then we'll do ours. Get out of shit. Yeah, he's watching her. He wants her to come out. He doesn't want to leave her in there. She's over here trying to figure out what else is in here. And he's all anxious because she's over there and he's over here. Although all he's got to do is walk right back through here. Roro, there she goes. The house has started. The guys who did my barn are the same ones doing my barn house. So we got them to do all this. And then while they were doing this, they give me a little bit of a deal. Amanda goes, not much of a deal, but I said, well, it's better than nothing. More heavy rain. Roxanne, you're driving Rufus nuts by staying in here. I love it. I'll be sitting in here in the lawn chair watching these guys. Rufus stops being a creeper. Rufus has never liked being in the barn since he's been baby. Like, I don't know if it's something to do when that dog attacked him. He was in a barn. He was cornered. I don't know if it's something to do with that. I don't know what it is. Oh, Rowdy's gonna stay a bull. Um, now that we got Rhonda and Ruth, that gives us two more to put in his field if we wanted to. So we don't know if he could breed Roro yet. We're gonna have to do a blood test on Rufus, then we're gonna have to do a blood test on Rowdy. It'll be a year or so before Rowdy, which comes faster and faster than you think. See, Rhonda left and gave way to Roxanne. And then once Roxanne left, Rhonda came back. Look at Rufus. He's like, man, don't try it. Don't even try it. If he comes around that corner, he can try to come into that, but I don't think he would ever go into that. Yeah, let me back up some here and y'all can see. What was that? Oh, the post diggers. So on this side of the barn here, we get all this concrete in here. Then we're going to have this so they can come in through this gate in here, have them a stall here, a stall there, a stall there. And then on this side here where our door is, probably the tack room right here. And then I'm gonna throw a bathroom on this corner right here. And then run me something down through here in the back. And then I'm gonna leave this front. I wish I would have went with a smaller door now I'm looking at it, because a 16-foot wide door, it's gonna make my stalls narrower. I should have went with a 14-foot door. I haven't gone with the door yet at all, so I can always change it, but my opening is my 6x6s. This for a 16-foot door. So you kind of get an idea of what I'm going with here. And then yeah, it's a big old barn. So then I'm going to put those rubber pads down the center here. So Paisley can do her horses and her shit over here. And then, yeah, Clover, I'm hoping. I don't think Clover can go through those rails. So I'm going to bring this fence on up further. I had a bag of salt right there, rock salt. And there was a whole herd of deer standing around that sucker, trying to get that salt out of there. I'm going to throw that in the salt block out. Well, I needed the door there, and I was like, what can we put there for now? I don't know why I got so confused of which way to hang that flag. There's a right and wrong way there, and it didn't make any sense to me at first. We've come a long ways. We've come a long ways from doing live over there on the side of that hill. Was the only place I had service. Right over there. There was no roads even out here. I haven't stopped. We haven't stopped. I know everybody hears me talking about building the barn, building the house a while back, and everybody's getting frustrated, but it takes a little bit. But that's only been from the time we was talking about till now, it's only been, I think, 3.5 months. Is that baby? This one is Rufus's daughter right here for sure. That one right back there is Rowdy, and we don't really know who that is. That one right there, her dad, um, was with where I got her at. So she's not related to anybody. She's not related to anybody. Um, we just got to figure out who his dad is so that we'll know who to put with him. But we got Ruth and Rhonda. Eventually, he's gonna have to get a lot taller. I am not gonna be buying more cows. My wife wants something. I would like a yak. Um, one of them big furry hairy sons of bitches. Um, but she said no to that or a water buffalo. I would really like a water buffalo. Can you imagine a water buffalo down there and you can just see the horns in the back? It's just sticking up out of my pond. A Rufus cross with a water buffalo. I'm not kidding. Yeah. There's a lot around here actually. Man, the Highland cows, that's up to Amanda if she wants to deal with that. I'm not getting one until no, I'm not getting a bull water buffalo. If we do get one, we'll get a female. Ruffalo. Yeah, never thought about that. I'm not dealing with a bull water buffalo. No. Wonder if you can I'm sure you can. Listen, I have all I can deal with right now. Zebras are mean. Um, I'm dealing with this crew here. And you know what? Like when you get something else that pulls your focus away a little bit from these guys, these are my original crew, and I'm already split up Redford, so I go back and forth from them, and I want to give them as much attention as I can. But I would like a water buffalo. I got 3 horses. I don't want a donkey. I don't want anything else that eats. There's water, but my neighbor has. I got some Laotian neighbors got some water buffalo. I could probably make a deal with them guys. I see them on the pond just with their elephant. This crew right here is gonna start quadrupling every year. So rhinoceros, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Um, see, Rufus is full right now. He's digesting. That was my plan. Look how many there's like empty bags of feed everywhere in there. I was like, if I give them enough feed, everybody will stay calm. There's another one down there, 150 pounds. Curious to see what he's gonna do. He came through that gate that he's standing in front of, the one on way out there, opens out so that it'll direct him into the corral. Well, he came so fast at me, I had climbed this fence, and then this gate was just open, cracked open this way some because I was carrying material through it. Anyways, it was just cracked open. He came and shoved his ass through there, shoved the gate the wrong direction before I had time to open it for him, and then come running in there. And I was like, okay. Got a little extra material stacked up here, but thank you guys so much. Let's go out here now. Quit raining where we can get a look at this thing. Yeah, I was so excited to get him in here. I'm such a dumbass. I was like, it was about to rain, so I was like, I better hurry if I'm gonna do it. And I forgot the chain for that gate. I went to shut that gate and I went, oh shit. Let's put the Ranger in front of it. Rufus never pushes the Ranger anywhere. Did you find a photo of Redford's father? I did. It's actually in a video too. I saved it on this phone. It's on this phone that we're on right now, right? Show it. I Loofah. Don't go in there. So my chute, I haven't locked any of these panels down and secured them yet because I don't know how my head chute fixes to that. So once I get my head chute on there, then we'll trim these off where we need them. Um, and go from there. I really like a squeeze chute and a head chute, but um, a head chute will work for all these little guys. Roof is just a different critter when we get him pinned up. Oh, Bubba, you can't help it. It's nice to be over here leaning over a gate and stuff instead of a barbed wire fence cutting the shit out of me all the time and cut their ears. And he don't have to make that turn. Um, this gate actually opens towards me, and that gate hooks to the end of this gate and runs straight out this way. So he can come all the way out to here when he makes his turn. He'll come all the way out here and then turn back. But oh, for right now, yeah, he would make that gate round. But if he wanted to go in there, he would turn in there like an idiot. He keeps hearing that feedback rattle in there, and he may just do it. I was gonna kick that gate though. He hates loud noises. You hadn't been up here. He's just outside of his perimeter of where he's been. The furthest he's been up here is to about right here. So he's further up, looking at my pickup, thinking, pull the shit out of that. Hubbub. I don't know. Buffalo and bison, all that shit, they carry some weird diseases too. So I'm really paranoid about bringing other cows around my cows. Or yeah, we got some rattlesnakes. It's raining. It's raining. I'm soaked because I was trying to let everybody in right when the downpour came. I did record it though. I wasn't live when they first came in. Rhonda likes it in there. I knew Rhonda would. Ruby's outside. Rufus is being paranoid. Rufus, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. By the nape of your neck. It's getting safer out here though. Roof, what do you think of your corral? He's been watching me build it, man. He's been walking around, pacing around, being like an old man. Get off my lawn deal. What do you think, Roof? I built everything on this side higher than down there so I could be a little bit above him, to try to tower over him, insert dominance, you know what I mean? Looks like it. Roof, come here, Bubba. I'm not catching you. It's going to take a couple weeks before he forgets about getting caught. He knows these metal sounds and panels means he gets caught, which has only happened twice, and it was to fix his own foot. Does it make me feel safe? Hell no. Nah. You get to eat the gate and Rufus is all you get. That's the only difference. You get a metal gate combined with Rufus. These some bitches right here, though. These panels right here, some bitches are heavy. If those fell over on you, they'll smash you. They're a couple 100 pounds each. What are you doing, dude? You're snotting and shit. See, that gate there was supposed to open the other direction, that green one right there. But he come running in so fast I couldn't get it open. Good morning, you lazy bastards. Rufus. See, now I'm going down the hill, getting more on level ground with him. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubbers. They're so hot. Like, I wish y'all could feel like he's just hot. In the wintertime, it's nice. You can go up there and warm your hands up on them. They build a lot of heat. Well, you know, Bub. Huh? I'm not catching you. You can go around everywhere you want to go in there. He's just confused. He doesn't even want anything. I'm going to bring you some bagels tomorrow. Maybe he wants some bagels. Do you have buffalo ants in Arkansas? Brutal bots. We got them big red fire ants, ones that are actually a wasp that everybody calls them an ant. Roof, you're good, brother. You good? Why you being weird? Right here's where I was at. Finishing my last couple wires, and you see my footprints in the the wire stretchers as I had to go over the top. Red velvet ant. I don't know what we got here. They're fire. We call them fire ants and big red bastards that are hairy. And then somebody corrected me and said it was actually a wasp with no wings. And I was like, okay. Well, I always called it a souped up ant. And I looked it up, figured out I was wrong. No, push on that gate. Go find something else to push on. I'm not fucking up stuff in here today. Be grateful. That gate is not supposed to open that way already. You don't have in the UK. I was looking at a lot of Australian shit and how it all got trapped in Australia. That's why all the exotic crazy shit's down there. No. Back up, Rufus. There is not even a pin there. It's a little wedge shape. He's about an inch from getting his other horn inside there. I gave him too much feed so that he would stay calm. Oh, bud. Oh, bud. You got your horn in there, didn't you? I think he tries to act like things are mistakes, but I know his horn is hooked on that gate. You little stubby horn. Look at him. What's he pouting? Why are you pouting? Why are you pouting? You watched me build this thing. He was actually really clean this morning, but he started smashing. You can see his tracks. He started rubbing his face in the dirt, showing me how tough he was. Nope. Be a good place to take a shit right there and smash some stuff around. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some stuff. I'll bring in some. I'll tell you what's pretty fun. We'll feed them peanut butter sandwiches. We'll see if we can make peanut butter sandwiches for them. Oh yeah, that's what the one is here too. The red ones, kind of fuzzy. Oh, Rufus loves the rain. Everybody thinks I'm bullshitting on, but Rufus loves the rain. I think it cools them off. Well, I don't think it does. It definitely does. Texas Red. Thank you. Texas Red. Texas is my neighbor, not too far from me. I consider Texas, Oklahoma, and Missouri my neighbors, my direct neighbors. Well, Larry, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. Larry, what are you gonna do? Me to run around in there? Really tear up my corral, try to smash my guts out for once? I know it doesn't look like enough gate, does it? Am I worried about the screwworms? Not really. Um, I mean, I keep enough spray on these guys. You don't see a lot of flies on them. We keep a really close eye on them also, so that any open wounds is how they get that screwworm egg. So if we keep enough parasite stuff on them and fly stuff on them, cuts it down a lot. And then open wounds, we're gonna watch all of his feet. That's a big thing around his ankles and stuff. And he loves to scratch his ass on the fences and stuff. Make sure he doesn't get any cuts on him. And if he does, that oil-based fly spray I use kind of coats him. And I spray, you see me spray it on his back a lot because it seeps down him. It's oil. It's like putting baby oil in your hair. It kind of wicks its way down your body. So after a bunch of rains, it kind of washes it off, but we'll keep him treated. I mean, I don't like the idea of it. That's for damn sure. I'm the best damn neighbor. That's my neighbor in Missouri right there. Good. I think she has all the merch almost. If she doesn't, Rufus, you can go in there. All the girls are in there. Those feed sacks I fed on this morning, and then the that's for the rest of my fence. A lot of that lumber. Yeah, screwworm is bad. My dad always told me about it when he was a kid. There's a lot of different worms. They have a lot of different flies. Carry a lot of different shit. That wolf, it lays a little maggot. It gets them right by the hairline on their hoof, and it lays some larvae there, and it actually goes underneath their skin all the way to the top of their back underneath their skin. Now, that one doesn't really jeopardize their life, but that has to be miserable. Thank you. Thank you. Rufus is standing out here pouting. I don't know if he's wanting to cool off or I know. It's like an orbital. I forget what it's called. Um, that little thing, and then it finally comes through the skin. It really doesn't affect the meat on the cow at all or anything like that. It just pesters the shit out of them, and they won't gain weight as well for the beef guys. Oh yeah, here's the front of this thing. Hopefully we get a door here by winter time. I know this may not look like a whole lot, but there is a lot of material. There's 30, I want to say there's 38 6x6s So 38 post holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates. And then 70, there's 76 16-foot 2x6s in that, not counting the leftover material. There's 70 of them all screwed together. And then now we can get the veterinarian out here. Once they get these guys used to this thing and they don't freak out, we'll get the vet out here. The vet out here and get them in there. Rhonda doesn't, but Ruth does out there. Um, somebody was calling. Sorry. Yeah, Ross, how's things in India? And then, yeah, how many likes we got on here? 1,000 likes and 1,400 people. There's 400 lazy bastards. Oh, we went down to 1,158. I got a phone call and it buffered for a second. Somebody was calling me. How much does Rowdy weigh? I don't know. He's fat though. But look at Roxanne's udder. I mean, geez. She's got milk for days. The lumber bill. I'm telling you right now. That I bought one full bundle of 2x6s. It was $1,400. And then those 6x6s, um, I forget what I paid for those. They're $35 or $40 a piece. And there's just under 40. I think there's two right there. That would have been 40 altogether. Get some sand. Well, I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do in here yet. I'm gonna put something in here that I can drag all this with. Um it's actually shell, a solid shell slate underneath that. So I've got a pretty good surface there for a few years. Hi from Montana. Thanks for sharing your life on your farm. Smiles, those are some blessed bovine. Thank you so much. Zang. So I can drag all this out. Once they get done, I'll shut that gate down there and then drag this out and then pile it up. The manure. Roxanne was the first one to christen it right there. Good looking cow patty though, honestly, for as much green grass as they got. I haven't bought any lumber in a long time. It's awesome to see your hard work paying off. That's Big Bossing. Awesome. Sorry, somebody's calling. Hang on. Hang on, you're making us lazy bastards proud. So can y'all hear me now? Somebody called me again. I don't know who that is. It looks like a damn telemarketer. But okay, good. Well, you can tell they're not hungry. There's still a half a bag of feed. Roro and I think Rhonda's already started weaning. Rhonda's my only cow that actually weans her baby herself. I saw her nurse just a little bit yesterday for the first time. I think uh I think she's weaning her. I don't even know what kind of farm we'd call this. I wouldn't even call it a hobby farm because it's all just to show everybody what's going on. We're gonna say it's a reality farm show without sending anybody to the market. The work's the same. Tell you that. I'll tell you what, think about this. I was thinking about this last night. Think about having these personalities. You got all these personalities. You don't just have 100 head of black cows out there. We've got all these different personalities for these cows that I'm responsible for. I don't have the luxury of just having 100 head of black cows out there, and if one dies, it dies. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of pressure um, for you guys. Like, I don't want to let you all down. Is the biggest part of that, and my family and my animals. So it's a lot of pressure. Of course, I'll do everything I can do. You know, we all know that. But thank you so much for being today. It makes a week that my mom passed away. I'm so sorry. I really need to see Rufus today. Well, the dumb bastard won't come in here or won't come back in here. He won't stand out in the rain because he's pouting. He's wanting Roxanne to come out. Sorry about your mother. Um, yes, Roro will go in Redford's pen before she gets big enough for Rufus, for sure. I don't know, but I feel like it was the hottest bastard last week building this thing too. You know, one thing I was thinking about though, I forgot about is that fence is behind that wooden fence. If they go down there, they can go. No, they can't. I don't think so. I need to make sure on that. Yeah, they can too. I need to put a panel over there because they can go around this corral. I left a couple feet gap between me and my neighbor for good relationship purposes. Bonnie, you good? I mean, I feel like I need to come in there and pet y'all. Now the Rufus ain't in there. Oh, no big baby. Oh, big baby. I knew you would love it in here. I knew you would. I knew she would. Huh? Where you been? Been down there roughing it. She's fancy. She's fancy. Rhonda's a fancy one. Can y'all hear okay, or is the rain drowning it out? She's my fancy girl. Get out of here. I know it. Your head is heavy. Look at that thing. That's a big old ear. He would have had horns, big old horns. I don't know that my family knows I'm live right now. I have no idea what they're doing. Roro, we can fight it here now. Oh my God, she's gotten bigger. Let's see on the ground. Wow. I swear she's gotten bigger. Is it just me? Walks in, shit the damn barn already. Man, it has some good splatter to it. What you think, Roxanne? Uh, you ate too much. I know what you did. Look up at you. That's Rowdy. He doesn't know it's me. He thinks it's his mama. That's how you got to do him. He's gonna be weird. He's gonna take months to get him. God Almighty! Got a milk factory over here. I'll lower this down here and we can see something. Let me tell you something right now. Touch that right there with your hand. And that leg right there will kick your teeth out unless you're that baby. Roxanne does not play milk cow part time. Roxanne says, not for human consumption, don't touch it. About like Amanda, honestly. Think about it. Actually, now I think about it, it's the same reaction. Touch it, you get kicked. No. Rhonda? Rhonda doesn't care. Rhonda. You don't care. You can milk Rhonda standing right here. That's how good a girl she is. Rhonda doesn't care at all. She says, help yourself. Get you a drink. Scratch, check me out down there. It's my belly, son. I knew you would love it in here, Rhonda. I knew you would. I swear, Rhonda's the reason I built this damn barn. I said, Rhonda's got sore feet. I'll put her some pine holes in one of these little bays here, and Rhonda would be just perfectly happy and content. Rowdy is getting in there now. I wouldn't kick anyone, just say well, Big Boss will. It's like a button. It's like a button. It's nice, isn't it, Rhonda? Rhonda's like, this is a nice barn. If Rhonda was a human, she would be saying, this right here is a nice barn. This is great. Huh. I still got a lot of that concrete is going to come down and wrap over this. So I still got to cut all this dirt back right here. So give me something to mix in with the cow shit. On Rhonda. Oh, baby. You're a good girl. Rhonda's like a good old dog. Best investment I ever made. Oh, Rhonda. Rufus standing out in the rain like a doofus. Maybe we should change his name to Doofus. I tried to tell you guys he's such a goober smooch. He's gonna stand out there. Everybody standing here. He's been in here though. If you're just now joining us, he has been in here. Roof, you want to come in here with us? Nobody's gonna shut you in. Nobody wants to deal with those kind of problems today. No, he's been in here. He came in here and ate and looked around and chased me up the fence, and then he slowly found his way back out. It's not hard. I'll show you guys how he has to come in and out. It's just being a goof. All he's got to do is come around here. It's a straight shot. Roof. Right here's the hole. It's 12 foot wide. Like, what are you doing down there? It's a bad idea. He thinks I'm going to shut that gate, and then that gate shuts him in here. Then he's stuck. But also, he doesn't like barns. He doesn't have a mad look on his face right now. I know. It's a very bad idea. I know. I have a tendency to get into those. Anyways, there he is. Ruth, what do you think about it? Huh? Nope, don't ram me. Back up. Back up. Bro. What do you think about it? Mhm. Oh, bro. Y'all see anything on there? Here, watch this. She'll give us a hug. Ain't no way. You actually to hold her hand like a baby. She's so warm. Nope, we're gonna let her grow her horns, and it's gonna cost me probably a tailbone, ribs, and everything else. Whoops, somebody sent something. I missed it. Jason, get some irrigation tubing and run along the ceiling. Mist nozzles. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I just don't want it to mold in here real bad. Um, Rubens would probably like that. You got a black strip down your back like a donkey. Did you guys decide to eat some more? Ruby. Nope. I see you sneaking up on me. She is sneaking. It does make me want to dehorn you if you're going to be sneaking. She'll end up hurting you bad with horns. That's why her mama doesn't have any. They figure out how to use them things. It's like giving a samurai sword. Look at that thing. Bad idea. But man, she's going to look cool with them. And I don't have to worry about infection or dehorning her or any of that stuff. Rhonda? Rhonda says still get on out of here now. Roro, why do you have dirt all over your forehead? Hmm. You're tired too. Was y'all up eating last night? I bet you that they stayed up all night grazing. This hot weather, they changed their whole game plan when it's hot like this. They'll graze at night and uh, uh, they'll graze at night. God, that is a good pile of shit right there. Did I step in that? Roro needs a bath. Oh, she'll get one. You try to clean one of them suckers and they'll roll in dirt. They don't like to be clean. They're almost like a dog. You know, a dog on a dead animal. No, you're too big for that nowadays. Roxanne will protect me. I hate to tell you that. Sorry, somebody called me again. Yep, need to build a fence all the way down through there. But I'll be honest with you, I think there's less post involved in that fence that goes all the way through here than there is in this corral. Look, Roxanne, look at your ass. Y'all gonna stand there and look through the fence at each other like you're trapped? Is that a tick? Okay, Roro. Okay. Rufus has been in here, but he thinks I'm trying to sham him here. He thinks it's a trap. He thinks it's a trap. That is not a gate, Rufus. I'm afraid to open up these gates. These gates. Oh, shit. Hey, I smell garlic. Somebody been eating garlic? Yeah, I saw that. I think that did smell like garlic. I was like, man, it looked green. Listen, listen, old girl. You are tall. You're like a damn. She's like a damn horse. God, she's tall. Finally in here. Big boss gonna be so pissed I didn't tell her. You sack of shit. Knew you were gonna do that the second I turn around. That's what Ruth's gonna do to me, and it's gonna hurt. Yeah, we have 3 horses. Rufus may think that damn gate. Well, I figured that would get him in here. He likes to snip some pee. No, I've got a different spot for the horses. They're in the old barn, the old Rufus barn. But I can't put them with the cows because, well, I mean, I am gonna make them stalls in here, but my girls are such dingbats. Hang on, let me go grab my other phone and ask my family why they're such dinglings. I'm gonna move that away from that, or I can tell you when I leave, you're gonna knock into that shit right there. I guarantee you. I'm gonna put this up here. Let me go grab my other phone. They keep trying to call me, but I can't answer. Oh my God. I've been on live this whole time. What y'all need? Yeah. I figured you really got a notification saying I was on live. You not have your notifications on? Okay, Paisley's still trying to call me while I was trying to figure it out. I'm on live right now, but all right. Yes, baby. Walks in. Hey, they're going to a movie. I wonder what movie they're going to watch. Oh, he's coming back around. Man, I'd like to get to my chair in there. I got me a little chair. Oh, I got me a speaker over here too. You can hear the rain now. Hello. Yes. Yeah, I'm on live right now on YouTube. No, but what you got going on, babe? What? Who? Oh, okay. I love you. Subscribe. Let me get in there and get to my chair and we'll see if Rufus going to come back around. I've got me some little 4-foot gates. There's one right over there leaned up. I'm gonna put me some little 4-foot gates around here and there so that I can get in and out of this son of a bitch without having to climb over everything. Let's move away from that fresh pile of cow poop. I was just too fired up this morning. I was not prepared for them to come in. I still got lumber over here. I still got shit over there. Rufus, you got your head right in the drip edge. Oh yeah. She got me that speaker. Oh yeah, I was jamming out here yesterday. It was so weird having something. I bought a 50-foot deal of, they can't work well, but I bought a 50-foot string of solar lights. But it won't be long before I have power down here. I don't know. I had Amanda go get me. I said, get me stuff that you think I would like. So she come back with an American flag and a speaker. And I said, okay. Solar lights, a string of lights, 50-foot long. It says it's solar powered. It can run up to 6 hours. So I'm going to put them across there after I see how bright they are. And then mount that solar panel down there where it's in the sun all day. And then we can go live later in the afternoon. I know. A speaker and an American flag. And I was like, well, hell yeah. She goes, I don't know. I said, well, hell, I saw you at damn Target and TJ Maxx. What do you think I need at And 10 hours later, they showed up with me a speaker and a flag. Solar lights, I've never used them, but I cannot imagine them being very bright. Yeah, it doesn't get dark till 10 o'clock now in the summertime. This winter it'll be different. Here he comes. He's going to come around that corner. I'm going to have to move my chair. I just got comfortable. Don't go on that side. I'm not leaving them in here for right now. Not without me being here. I use solar lights. They work great. Well, the string lights. Do you use the string lights? Yeah, the speaker's going to have to move for sure. Hey, Bubba. Just over here not doing nothing, man. Looked like he was about to be angry. Okay, now we can sit still for a second. Oh, you have the string light with individual lights. Does it work all right? Yeah, he just came inside. He's already been in here once eating, so he's going back and forth. He's still a little more comfortable. He knows his way in and out now. So there should be no reason to make a new gate. They are great. Okay, cool. I didn't see whether it had an off and on switch on it though. I wasn't gonna put them up there until like permanent until I make sure they're bright enough. But if everybody's saying they're good, well, I don't need power yet, so I just wanted something to add light down here while I'm down here. Solar doesn't work great, Michigan. Yeah. Now who's pooping? Roxanne, you pooping again? You can see Rowdy. Look how thick he is. Look at his old belly. Rowdy, come on, man. We're all cool here, dude. We're all cool. Cows' bellies never stop working. They just continuously process. I made this whole side right here, so if that lumber was in here, I want to get my concrete in. My concrete's going to come right across here and then turn down. Then I'll be able to take my tractor with my blade and blade this out and put fresh bedding it back in here. I'm not too worried about it because I got to take all this dirt out way back here. All that dirt has to come out so we can do concrete and then build a form here. And then concrete. The concrete actually is way right here on that board. Now Roxanne left. Ain't that a pisser, Rufus? Your woman's leaving. Now you're in here. She's out there. It's almost like she don't like you or something. You know it? Roof. 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 That tongue is like an animal of its own. Rowdy just has that instinctive that comes every once. Well, it's more often you'll get that than you'll get a Roro. Roro, I've never had one like that. Oh, good. Good job. Let's not knock over that whole stack. Hey. Screws on the top of it. Tried to stack all those up so that they wouldn't warp. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, yo, meathead. I moved. I already moved. Love Rufus and the R Squad. Now, there's nobody in here besides me and him, and he wants to be an asshole. Don't touch my phone stand. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch my chair either. There's nothing in there. What the heck did Ruth do to her eye over there? She's got mud on there. Roxanne's going to get her a drink. See, you'd think they would stay in here in the rain, but no. He was pissed off about the bag of feed being empty. Watching me like a hog. He could throw a completely full bag of feed just like that too. That gate is not latched. The only thing holding it shut's the four-wheeler. Rhonda, I can't believe you didn't stay in here. Rufus, you're good. You didn't even want something to begin with. That one over there still got a bunch in it. Still had dirt on his back from earlier. Wouldn't try to get all humped up. Now he's gonna dig around in my stuff. I wonder if when he leaves, if the other ones will come back. I feel like it went really well too, actually. I took no damage on this one. Me or the corral. No, they started to come back. Yeah, he threw a big sack of feed in the back of the Ranger and it hit a shovel handle. The shovel handle flipped up, hit me underneath the chin, knocked my phone flying in the air. It was awesome. It was like out of a damn cartoon. We ain't weighed him yet. I went, looked at a trailer. I thought I was for sure going to buy it, ended up not buying it. Then I got sidetracked on building all this stuff. Roro is chewing on that chain. Goober, man. Why are my cows so weird? No damage yet, no. But I'm gonna shut them out of this sucker. Until I want to make sure I'm here. I mean, they can stay in it today. I just need to put that damn chain on that gate down there. There's nothing holding that gate shut. If I go down there and mess with it, he's going to go down there and push on it. He may stay in here. I don't know. Bulls are funny. They're lazy too. So he may end up staying in here. I feel like Rhonda's trying to come back over here. Rufus is like, well, it'd be a good place to corner one of them old gals up in here. Somebody end up getting pregnant. Rufus, you make my corral look small. I know he's closer to us, but that from that board there to that board right there is 10 foot. That's 10 foot. Everything's on 10-foot centers. Ronnie, you gonna come back in here? Don't mind those posts there being a little wider because there was a solid fucking rock right there. He's thinking about drinking that mud puddle is what he's thinking about doing. He's like, well, that'd be a lot easier to drink right there rather than walk all the way down to the pond. You think a good farmer would have you a stock tank in here. You know, I could put one underneath that drip edge over there. I do have one up there. I bet it would run enough water off to fill it up for Rufus to drink it one time. See, he's so slow and just derpy as he goes, and you're like, oh hell, you get in there and play with him, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're at the pearly gates. See, he's gonna start this rubbing on shit stuff. I know what he's thinking. I'd like putting some brushes on some posts in there too, kind of off to the side, like lightning. Oh yeah, he's fast. I didn't realize. Have you ever looked up how fast it says bulls are? 35 miles an hour. And how fast a white-tailed deer is, 35 miles an hour. That's pretty crazy to think about. He's bull. I think they would come back in here maybe. I wish Rhonda would hurry up and get pregnant so everybody could go on about their business. Y'all have a great day. But we have good service in here, huh? That's good. I don't know what he's doing. He's making sure the gates stay open so he comes in and out, in and out. I just need to get these bags out of here. Are you going to make a area in the barn for? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna split this in half somewhere right here. Make it so that they can all come from way down there down this road into here to eat. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna make them a little run-in barn down there. A new one that matches this barn. Not anything extravagant, just a water break. I'm gonna make it up at the top. Um, I'm gonna do two halves to it so that it so the horse can go on one side and then he can go on the other side. They can go on the other side. Hopefully. I knew it. He's trying to make some babies out of here. Mom says nope. Redford is down there. I need to go feed them. I'm curious if they'll come back in here later. Well, the further you are away, the faster you're moving, the better it looks. But there's nothing level on this freaking property. The mountain's not level, the ground's not level, nothing's level. Everything's slanted, everything's tilted. So it was a lot of looking and backing up and looking and trying to make sure everything was flowing with the ground. Yeah, when we get power down here, we're gonna make it so we can stream a little bit. Like this is a giant area right here. Like I can make a couple stalls in here. We could throw whoever's about to have a calf in here. You know, once I need water down here. I need power down here. Um, and then I'm gonna put some stock tanks kind of splitting these fences, you know, through the fence so that I can water on both sides. So whatever Amanda ends up getting, if she gets something, we can put it in like these little stalls here. This stall over here, I'm gonna try to make for our pig Clover. But we're still gonna let the cows go in it. They're just gonna. I don't think Clover's gonna care about the cows. I don't think they're gonna care about her. Yep. Oh, I know it. Solar would work today and super easy. Solar what lights? I got solar lights coming. Well, I have them actually in my truck. Oh, it was pouring earlier. When I first went live, you guys go back and watch it. I mean, it was pouring. It's so funny. They're all like, you know, but that is kind of where their spot where they like to take naps. You know, where Amanda was laying down with them on video, right out there's where that was at. So this is the kind of their spot they like. I mean, it's muddy as shit right now because it's all been graded and that's right. I'm just watching them see what everybody's gonna do. I'm curious. Yeah, he ain't gonna trust this thing. You get over there rattling gates around, he'd freak out. You gotta go. Who was that leaving? Nancy? Listen, this corral is not built for Rufus necessarily. It's built for everybody else. I could not afford to build this just for Rufus, and nobody else would fit. So it's kind of I already had to build that chute too wide because Rufus will have to go through it eventually. But I'm thinking about making it adjustable some so the calves can't turn around in there. I'm trying to figure out how I can feed them in here without everybody getting into a big pushing fight. I mean, typically it won't be raining, so I can feed some inside, some outside. I don't plan on feeding them in here unless it's like a snowstorm or something, though, just so I don't get the mice started so bad. I'm just gonna let them come in here and hang out and get out of the weather. Um, if there's weather, would you look at that calf? Is chewing. Can y'all see her? Oh my god, she was chewing on that 2x6, like had her whole mouth over it over there. What a freaking weirdo. Roro, you know it's treated lumber. It's probably not good for you to suck on it. was a great morning. Y'all got to firsthand watch the first entry of the corral, and it didn't get destroyed. She's a window licker. Yep. Yeah, there's some really goofy bastards in there. Hi, Carrie. Poor Rhonda. Give her a break on being pregnant. She just chased Rufus down across the whole property. You don't understand. You don't understand how it works. Cows want to be bred as much as the bulls want to breed them. It's harder to keep a cow pinned up than it is to keep a bull pinned up sometimes. Almost impossible. A lot of people don't understand that is cows will tear down a fence to get out and get with a bull. By this time next year, we'll have another. I call bullshit. Is that what that is? Mary? What are you calling bullshit on? Mary is not very intelligent. That's okay. We took care of Mary. He tasted the egg. Oh, listen, Jason. Wasn't that weird? I think I was exhausted. Plus, I was trying to explain it. Plus, I was just overwhelmed with after I got it done, knowing that like it's a lot of pressure to have these guys, and if they do get hurt or need their shots, and like um, once I got it all done, I was just looking back at it, going, "Hey, we actually have a spot now that we could get them in here if they had problems." Like I had a portable corral, piece of crap, nearly killed me every time I had to work somebody in it. But like now we got like a real corral. It was very overwhelming. I'll suck it up. We're all tougher than that. What are we doing? Yeah, it took about, I actually cut about, hmm, um, I cut about probably 4 or 5 completely out. I just could not get it out that we had. I tried so hard to get it out that we actually have something to take care of everybody. Like it's just a big deal. Hunter here. But undergoing multiple major back surgeries, and your channel have been and Big Boss have been truly have helped me in getting all this rest, much love, support. God bless you and your family. Hunter, man, we hope you get better. Whatever you're going through, and we're glad we could help. Um, Rufus probably doesn't care near as much as I do, but he's an asshole. But that's why we love him. Rufus is a pretty good boy. Be surprised how many people I get that send me messages that say, thanks for everything you do. Thanks you. So many thanks. I've gotten so many thank yous, and I'm thinking you guys. They cracked me up the other day. I missed some of those super messages or super chats. My husband walked up to our TV and patted you on the back and said, "Man, yeah, thank you." It was a. I wasn't like prior to that. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna record this real quick. And I'm gonna go home. Then I sat out there and I walked up and down that driveway for like 20 minutes. Then I was like, okay, well, maybe if I go over here, the video from this angle, this will be a little bit better. It wasn't. Once I got to, we finally have every, then I would just choke up. Can't help it. I love these guys. Like, these are all my babies. And to have something, that we can keep everybody healthy and happy. And what I was going to have to do is I was going to have to load each one up individually, take them to the vet, which is a nightmare. It is a truly a nightmare. You can stress a cow out too. So like Rhonda there, you get her in the trailer, hauling her across town, taking her to the vet, unloading her, loading her back up. It's really stressful. And they can have a heart attack. They can die just being translated. That's why, like I said, I won't take Rufus anymore. So when they get a little bit of age on them, it stresses them. Roxanne is the worst one. She stresses so bad. Um, she actually wore the hide off her hip in the trailer, turning around, spinning in circles. Um, when I had to go get her shots. So, like, you can lose animals transporting them. It's not real common, but these guys are fat because they get a lot of groceries and you can stress them and they will not make it. So, having this here, they're on their own property, doing their own thing. They're not super stressed. Yeah, they're going to get a shot. Are they going to walk through there just like they do every day? Yep. And it's not, it's going to be about 1% of the stress they would have on them and me. I think I can, April, I think I can say this for a lot of us. We were and are emotional right with you. All love. Well, sometimes it hits home. We get, it's just one of those things. Like y'all are seeing it with me come together. We've come a long ways. We've come a long ways. I, for one, don't want anybody to ever think that I'm full of shit and that I'm not putting I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to take advantage of these guys. I want y'all to all know that these guys come first. Um, everything I do is to make sure that they're first with, all the stuff we make from the money we make from YouTube and super chats and all the stuff. I want everybody to know that that goes back into them. Like, I mean, I can't show you any more than I'm showing you, and I'm not just somebody out here trying to mooch off of the world and everybody but actually trying to do something. I want to be a man of my word and put this stuff back into these guys. At the end of the day, you guys got my back. Anybody says I'm full of shit, yeah, I am full of shit sometimes, but not when it comes to these guys. Yeah, I am full of shit, but I'm gonna take care of these guys. I know. I'm just watching them walk around. Rhonda drink that whole fucking mud puddle over there. That a girl, Rhonda. Come on, man. Rufus looked at it like, I might drink that. Then he was like, nah, I'm gonna go down to the spring. Where did he go? Oh, he's way down there off the hill. What was it? Behind the scenes. Molly Whoop. I saw something else come through. I'm not trying to be a great man. I'm just trying to show you guys that I have respect for this stuff, and these guys are my babies, and that my wife always tells me, she goes, I never have to worry about what you're thinking because you tell me. I never have to try to read anything because you always tell me. I said, well, hell, wouldn't it be a lot easier than that? I'll play the damn 90 questions with you to try to get an idea of what you're thinking. But check it out. There's my house up there. We got the framing is about done, the window placement. I will tell y'all something. If you're planning on building you one of these barn houses like this is a pole barn house. It is not like a traditional built house. It has poles that go all the way around the perimeter of the house. I don't know that it's going to be any cheaper than building a, other than me doing it a lot of it myself. I don't know that it's going to be a whole lot cheaper than a traditional house. I'm going to get a lot of the cost out of it just because I'm going to be here working. And this is going to get me in the dry a lot quicker than a traditional house. I don't know if it's going to be any cheaper or not, honestly. All the cost is inside. So it just depends on how you want to do your inside of your home. You spend 100,000 or $1 million inside there. So, um, but I'm going to cut every cost I can doing it myself. I'm not going to settle for not exactly the way I want stuff, if that makes sense. I'll wait to do stuff if I have to. If I'm not where I need to be, I'm not going to rush it and I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make sure it is like I want it to be. I've already caused quite the ruckus because my fireplace was going to be on this corner of the house right here on the inside. And it is the best view off the mountain. Um, and Amanda had it there, and I said, mm-mm. So that's caused quite a problem in there. But I'm not forfeiting my view for the fireplace to be taking up a spot for two windows. It would take up a spot for two giant windows, and one of them would be there's my road over here. One of the windows is looking that way, which I want to be able to see who's coming up my road, and then one of them this way. So I moved the fireplace to the back of the living room, apparently where the TV would be. And I'm like, I don't even watch TV first off, so y'all figure that part out. And then there was a lot of we're using a floor plan for a traditional built home that we had drawn up. Um, but this is a little bit different because what I was going to tell you is if anybody does anybody is intending on building a pole barn house, just know that all your 6x6s that run to the ground that are buried in the ground, um, it's not like a traditional built house, so you can't just have windows placed everywhere. You're gonna hit. So figure with your builder. Don't just have your floor plan. Make sure that you figure with the builder. Um, figure with the builder of where your window placement is, because master bedroom in our house has a post where both windows are going on both sides of the bed, just the way it landed. So the windows had to be scooched together, and then that would put the bed in the other side of the room. I don't give a shit about these things, but my wife does. You do pole barn houses in Michigan. They aren't cheap, but they are nice. Yeah, it's gonna be, and also the poles go in the ground, almost 4 feet concrete in. So you don't just have a steel plate there shot down to the concrete or your anchor bolts. Like this some bitch, like after looking at this, at first I was a little hesitant because I've never built one. Do you see some lightning? Maybe water droplets. Um, After seeing how this is built and how the posts are set, it's gonna be, and then the posts are entombed in the concrete for the slab. And they're also in a boot protector or a post protector so they can't rot. So like I really honestly think it's gonna be stouter, than a traditional built home on a slab. Like, I was really hesitant when we brought this idea up, but so well, I wanna make sure everybody's safe in there, we're in Tornadoville over here, which nothing's gonna you're not gonna have many structures hold up to a tornado without a safe room, which we'll have, but, like, you wanna make sure it's safe. Rufus loves it when he gets out first. He gets that grass. That grass just shoots up with nitrogen right after a little shower like that. Thank you. Lewis. Is that Louis or Lewis? Yeah. Washington. Okay, place. I don't know what he's doing down there. Eating. He likes to be the first one out. These guys are on about 50 acres total. Hunter again, since some people think I just want sympathy. Nobody, man, hey, sympathy, this is for you. I love animals. I absolutely love Erie Barn. Congrats. Oh, man. That's all good people. We got to listen. There's some assholes everywhere you go in life. There's some assholes get on here occasionally. Don't let people bug you. People always want to hate on somebody for something. We've got a few asshole. I used to call them dickheads of the day. So I would say who's going to be the dickhead of the day, and always piss me off when they come in, like that lady a while ago. I'm pretty sure that chick is one of the ones that keeps turning me in for animal cruelty. Um, of course, I'm always paranoid about that. Look at them all in there. They're all in there wandering around. They're in there looking for grain. Once their bellies process so much grain, it holds more. They're ready to eat. They have to eat every so often. So we've been on here for almost 2 hours. So they ate one time. Now, one bad thing about grain, you got to be careful because you can pack their stomach and make it clog up like a drain pipe, kind of like kitty drain pipe. So, oh, I was like, what the hell? It's water falling out of that tree. Sometimes there's some on here, man. There's been a couple people that's really given me hell on here. Um, that's called the police on me and done all kinds of shit. I've had the police at my house because of animal cruelty complaints. Um, where you go in such a hurry, bud? Yes, I have. Somebody was even calling like the state of Arkansas, like um, really trying to rustle some feathers. Of course, the police came out and they're all big Rufus fans and they loved everything. And I said, what was funny was I told them, I said, okay, here's what I want to do so that y'all don't get a lopsided story. I'm going to turn you loose in Rufus's field. You go down there and you ask him what he thinks about it and take the ranger with you. Go down there and talk to him so that I don't sway his opinion in any way. Go talk to him. Help yourself. Or Redford, either one, whichever one you want to talk to. Go talk to both of them. They're like, hell no. I said, go ahead. Go back. You just go. Hope they don't knock over that pile of 2x6s. I feel like that is what they should do though, right? Good morning from Nevada, Fuzzerson. Good morning from Nevada, Mr. Fuzzerson. What's in your family journey? Thank you for sharing with us. You're very welcome. You're always on here. I really appreciate that. I try to use everything I make on here. I'm the free labor. So everything I do make on here goes back into this stuff. If you can imagine. Oh, y'all want to hear a funny story? I went and picked up a bundle of 2x6s, which was 70, I think, 16-foot 2x6s. So I set most of my posts. All these posts are on 8-foot centers. But I pulled up here and I cut the straps off right here and I took a couple boards off, just two. And I backed up right here to drive over there, and that whole bundle slid off my trailer all the way down in there. The whole fucking bundle of 2x6s slid off into that fence right down in there. Every single one of them. 16-footer treated, all of them, right down in there. Guess who got to personally restack all those on the trailer? Oh, so pissed. It was like in slow motion too. It just started sliding. It just was like this fast. And I stopped and I was like, no way it's going to slide all the way off there. At least it'll set up on the edge of the trailer so I get my forks underneath of it. Nope. Slid right off the back of the trailer, slapped the ground, dead on the ground. Couldn't get forks under it, couldn't get nothing underneath of it. Loaded 60 something 16-foot boards manually. What was so funny was I was so excited when I got back from Lowe's because I was thinking, that was the greatest deal ever. I bought a full bundle. I didn't have to load them into a cart and take them up front, do all this shit. I didn't have to handle any of them. I made it all the way over. I didn't have to handle them at all. Get out here, pull some bitch falls off the trailer. It just slid off. They were kind of greasy. That shit happen to anybody else? Oh, I was so mad. And I was like, all right, I'll just leave them down here and use them. Well, hell, it's a long damn ways to back there carrying them. So I had no choice but to reload them. Pissed. And what I was doing was I'd go, when I got through work, and I would go get lumber for the next day. I'd figure out everything I was doing, grab my lumber so I could start in the morning while it was cool. Yeah, it's pretty heavy duty. I'm so weirded out that they're all standing here right now. They're going back and forth. They're trying to figure it out. And they've got feed spilled everywhere because it wasn't in a trough, so they're smelling feed. Yeah, he's getting big. Rowdy, you big-eared sucker. See, I see a little of that pink nose on him though. Like I'm torn on that calf being who's the dad for sure. Um, yeah, the treated lumber needs to go about 4 or 5 months before we stain it, but I'm sure my wife will. Some point, I'm sure, I'm certain. But you know what? She gonna get a garden sprayer and spray it herself. That's she can handle that. Oh, it was all uphill, all 16 foot too, slimy, really good wet ones. That weighed about 10 times what they normally weigh. I do have a battery charger, but my phone is about to die, guys. I'm gonna have to jump off here in a few seconds. I got about 6% of my battery left. And that thing was hot when we got here. But I need to get to work anyways and bolt this gate up before I forget. And yeah, he's trolling through there like a shark. Look at Roxanne up there. I was a little worried about the babies being able to go through there. See, I don't want to put those boards too low because then that's where the concrete goes. So I may have to put a couple scoops of dirt up there. Y'all have a great day. Is there somebody trolling again? We'll get rid of. I don't even. I don't even really care. I just go. Ba-dong. Ross, be good. Ross, did you get a date the other night? By the way, I forgot to ask you about that. We were doing some love some love matching with Ross the other day, and we thought we had him a date near him. No. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Sheesh. I thought he was a pretty good looking old boy. You didn't care for him, huh? Right. Okay, let's get off if we get in trouble. Where's the off button at? Oh boy. See you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll post the video here in a second of when Rufus first came in here. Maybe if I have enough damn service.